Okay, I wanted to make a quick video to see if I could actually replicate this workshop thing, fixing it, let me think for a second, fixing it or correcting the numbers on a reload. So let's take a look here and see how to think for just a second. All right, so Crew Manor looks fine. That's exactly what it should be. There's one pump, there's a small pump, small power, and there's 5 food and 2 people. That is correct. And there's only 2 beds for 2 people. Okay, so if I go in here and activate the workbench, now there's only, as far as workshop goes, there would only be, from what I understand, the unofficial Fallout patch, workshop framework. There's going to be, let me think, workshop framework, workshop plus. And I think as far as workshop goes, that should be the only mods that affect those numbers. That would affect any script that has to deal with those numbers. So as far as going into workshop mode, there is settlement menu manager, which I believe only adds objects. I don't think they even touch, I haven't looked at the scripts, but I don't think they even touch the Pipboy numbers. And I remember the Pipboy numbers were off. It was off, but I don't remember it being the replicated bed count. So let's just double check this again, because I'll show you how I kind of fixed it. And I'm hoping this is replicatable. So you can see the numbers are correct. So let's go into workshop mode. Okay, so we're just going to go into workshop mode. We're going to exit back out. And then let's go take a look at Crew Manor. So you can see bed count is being replicated. Now I've tried setting, I've basically, just as a test, I turned the static variables off in Workshop Framework. Okay, and that had absolutely no effect with that. So that more than likely is not coming from that. Okay, let's save it. And then let's reload that save. And I'm hoping this proves itself again, because I just did it. I did it a while back. So the reloading the save game. So before I speak, let me take a look. Let's go into data, workshops, and Crew Manor. See, take a look. The Crew Manor numbers are now correct. Now, when I saved it, those numbers, I don't know if those numbers get saved or not. I'm assuming they don't. So once again, we're going to repeat this. It's correct, workshop mode, and also notice it doesn't matter what I do. Okay, so the defense is 48. It doesn't matter. It completely ignores. Now I'm in the settlement. I am in the settlement. So it seems like when I add this to, when I actually add this to, I'm gonna add a turret. I'm gonna add a turret here. If I add another turret, so let's just go ahead and put another one. Let's put a couple more in, right? Let's just stick them out here. We'll put them by the gate. We'll stick them out here and try to deal with any kind of incoming onslaught. All right. Okay, there's that. So we're now 64. So I've added 2 turrets to this workshop while I am here. So this cannot be something that's static. You know, it can't just simply be saying, okay, these are static variables. All right, that should be fine there. Now, if I go into Crew Manor, it should reflect what I just did, but something is overriding that. Now, from what I understood, there are attempts to fix this, or not recalculating the numbers. Now, I don't remember this being in the old gen version. This could be a new gen version. So trying to go back and run a simple, you know, something that just simply has NG and Workshop Framework and Workshop Plus, I'm not going to be able to do that as easy. I don't use really virtual systems, and I don't use like links or symlinks or folder joins. I don't use those. Or junctions. I don't use those yet. So it's coming. I just don't use. So that's not going to be that easy for me to test. But I'll see if I can find someone who can actually test that to see if the problem persists on an NG version. That would be easy for someone who is running Mod Organizer 2 or, you know, even Vortex perhaps, to go in and literally just put those two things in and acquire a workshop, you know, in Sanctuary, go into workshop mode, kick out, and see if everything matches up. I don't even know if there's any beds in there. So, yeah, I'm not sure. So you might try putting, you know, go into workshop mode, drop some beds, put some turrets down, exit out, and then see if everything equals the bed count. That would be something they could easily test. Okay, so we know the numbers are correct now, or the numbers are not correct. Oops, I'm sorry, I don't want to get ahead of myself. So we know the numbers are not correct. Crew manner is not correct. All right, so let's save this. So then these variables are not being saved in a script, or something is recalculating it when it loads. In fact, we can probably go ahead and get rid of this. All right, so let's do, oops, not that. Let's do a save. Okay. And then let's do a load. And let's see if this fixes the issue. All right, let's take a look at data, workshops, and we're back to normal. So, in-game, something is affecting those numbers going into workshop mode. Something is affecting that. And then simply saving and reloading corrects the numbers. So when it loads the game save, it's doing some kind of reinitialization, and it works just fine. Now what's interesting is, I think when I had persistent variables set, now I haven't tested this here, but we can test it. Well, we could test it, but I'm not sure how they actually apply. But I do believe those persisted. In fact, I'm pretty sure if I go back and think about it, when I had persistent workshop variables set in workshop framework, then once those numbers were bad, they persisted until a later time. Whereas by turning those numbers off, by turning persistent variables off, I'm able to fix whatever is causing this, and I don't know what's causing it. Whatever's causing that, I can fix that with a save and a reload. So if something if something has trimmed it down or done some kind of update or edit to it, or a game engine, I'm not sure. But just wanted to kind of record that to kind of show you. And I know it's probably getting it's many years of modding something over and over again, and I imagine that can be pretty discouraging. But I do know that the NG version, when I look at the Papyrus log, I don't see a lot of dumps coming from regular scripts. Now they may, once those scripts fire. Maybe those scripts hasn't fired yet, and that is a possibility. Or it may be due to something else.
I just wanted to introduce myself. We heard your radio beacon, so we thought we'd come give it a try.
Absolutely.
We just wanted to say how grateful we are for the opportunity. I'm ready to help with whatever you need. Just say the word.
Did you need anything?
Some more beds would help. People are having to sleep in shifts.
Oh, dude, did another guy show up? You gotta be kidding me. Yeah, I'm gonna have to drop another bed. Oh my god. Okay, let me find a way to drop a mattress or something on the ground while I'm here. Let's see if I just go into workshop mode. I don't click on the workbench. I'm pretty sure this is going to do something. I don't want to store that. Can we go up here? There's got to be a way to go up here and do this somehow. Somehow. Got a bed there. Let's put... Oh man, let's see. Let's drop a bed here real quick. I really don't want to do this. There's no beacons, man. These guys need to be... How many guys are going to show up? Seriously, guys. Okay, alright, there's that. Alright, so there's 5 food, so hopefully no more settlers are going to show up. But, yeah, either the scripts aren't firing, the the official scripts aren't firing, and that's why it's not showing up in the, let me go ahead and save this, it's not showing up in the papyrus log. I'm not entirely sure, but anyways, just wanted to say thanks again for the insightful information, and good luck debugging all that stuff. I'm sure you guys I'm sure it's you got your work cut out ahead for you. All right, so just want to say thanks again, and to everybody, have fun and just enjoy modding.